Thursday morning to you. Time for our weekly Gold Miners Chat. Head coach and general manager Marc Lafleur is in studio with us this morning, along with Greg Mackel. Good morning, Marc. How are you?
Good morning, guys.
So, you look like you've been up all night with your son.
Yeah, just one of those nights.
You have that sleepy father look this morning.
Boy, oh boy.
So, Marc, another 2 games at home this weekend. I know these guys are all new, but you have a pretty good rivalry with Cochrane over the last couple of years.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, most of these guys don't know because they're not from here until they start playing them, I guess.
Exactly.
Well, you know what? Rivalries these days in sports, it's mostly about the fans anyhow, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean, with all player movements in any major sport. So,
But you certainly have a healthy rivalry with them. And then Elliott Lake's always tough Friday night. Elliott Lake's here Friday night, and they're always a solid team.
yeah.
Year in and year out, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it'll be back-to-back nights where I think the fans will get entertained to some pretty good hockey.
Yeah, there should be a couple of good games. Elliott Lake, I believe, has split their first 6 games.
Yes, I believe so.
So you're 4-1 to start, Marc. Friday night, pretty solid win against Yurko Falls. And Sunday, a slow start against, and then you kind of came back, took the lead, and then kind of let it get away.
Yeah, it's one of those where just from the opening face-off, you knew something wasn't right.
Yeah.
Lady Luck wasn't on your side, and it was demonstrated by the first shift when the puck bounced off the backboards in front of our net right to their guy for an open netter.
Exactly.
Then we started. Then we picked it up, and if you notice the last 3 games for that 3-game set for Sudbury, you gotta give it to them. They won every third period versus Cochrane, Yurko Falls, and ourselves. I think they were down 3-0 going into the third versus Yurko Falls, and they came back and were back for 4 goals in the third. So,
Wow.
so they were definitely a third period team that weekend, and we were flat when we came out in the third. Bad combination.
Now, you said you were worried about long shifts, some of the players.
Yeah,
So I guess you made that point this week?
we're still making it.
And interesting that comes up is during this World Cup of Hockey, you hear 5-6 times a game when Canada's playing how short the shifts are for Team Canada. Sidney Crosby, his shifts have averaged 22 seconds.
Yeah.
22 seconds.
I remember
the longest is 38.
But I do remember as well, last year in the playoffs, they had something similar with Chicago.
Okay.
And
was that short?
There are shifts that Patrick Kane had that were about 16 to 19 seconds.
Just go like stink.
Well,
Go like stink, get off, let the next guy.
No, well, the issue is this. You're on this. The issue is this with certain players. We're on for about 30 seconds when we're buzzing in the offensive zone.
It's all good.
Or, no, vice versa. About 30 seconds, so we get out of our zone, and instead of changing, they want to go for that one last-ditch effort to try and score a goal. They get to the offensive zone. They're still on the ice. And now they think they're going to come off the ice if the puck comes out of their zone, right? But the issue is that now they can't change. Now they got to go back to our zone, defend. Now we're on for over a minute. They're gassed.
The lactic acid is built up. They get no legs left.
Yeah.
They're done.
So, and then what happens after a couple of those shifts, it really affects your entire performance. But, I mean, it will be rectified. Either.
Are you yelling from the bench when this is all going on?
Yes.
And they're ignoring you, or what's going on?
Well, so some of them have selective memory, right?
Well, I stand directly across the ice from the bench, right? Well, there are a couple times there. You asked if he's yelling. There's a couple times I was coming off the ice.
I'm as far. I couldn't be farther away from him, really, when you think about it.
It's true. It's true.
But anyways, you know what? At the end of the day, you don't need to have somebody yell at you to come off.
Yeah, you should.
You know what? You know when you're on for over 30 seconds. Okay, so it's just a matter of guys not buying in, and it's not going to.
Well, at least it's not 3-on-1 coming the other way. Everybody's coming off.
Yeah, do you find?
Well, we've had that too.
Do you find when the team's in a rhythm, when the pace of the game is quick and you're in a rhythm, that helps to keep the shift short because everybody's going?
But I think you have it the other way around. To get rhythm, you have to get the short shifts.
You got to establish that.
Okay?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because you can't establish rhythm when you're playing in years old because you're dead tired.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes
so
sense.
That's how I view it.
Now, ironically enough, Lacroix's on there, and when Lacroix coached my son in defense, There was a Chinese fire drill out there. They were out for approximately 11 seconds each, I think.
Doing push-ups at the end of the shifts.
It's unbelievable.
Well, you got to train them from they're young, right? Short shifts.
So maybe you should make him in charge of all that. Cause
Oh, you know what? We're one step away from having him with the stopwatch on the bench.
And goalie-wise, Mark, you're going back and forth. Will that continue then?
We'll see. I mean, we'll see. We'll go one start at a time right now.
Yeah.
And go from there. Like, obviously, as a coach, you wanna try and establish a routine for these guys, but at the same time, if somebody's hotter than the other, you got to ride them too.
Exactly. So Elliott Lake Friday night, Cochrane Crunch are here, Lenny and the boys are here on Saturday. Then Sunday afternoon at Kinross at 1 o'clock, we've got a meet and greet party, barbecue. Come on out, have some fun. There's inflatables for the little ones to bounce on. We've got minnow races.
Mac, I don't want to see you on those bouncy castles.
My bouncy castle days are over.
He's got bad hips. He can't bounce anymore.
I think is it Vandenberg? I think he's got an 8x10 of me up there. I'm not allowed on there.
There'll be all kinds of games. There's live music. The players will be out in force for autographs and pictures and having some fun. It'll be a good time. Hot dog and hamburger barbecue, nominal fee, a buck or two that proceeds from the barbecue go to the Kirkland Lake Minor Hockey Association.
Terrific.
So it's all good, and should be a whole lot of fun on Sunday from 1 till 3 at Kinross. It's going to be a good day, calling for a mix of sun and cloud, nice temperatures. So come on out, have some fun.
Okay, well, good luck this weekend, Mark.
Right on, guys.
More wins, keep her going.
Hopefully, yep.
Yes, indeed. And we have a pair of tickets to give away thanks to the promotions department from the Gold Miners.
All right.
Terrific.
So we're going to ask a Gold Miners trivia question. Don't blurt out the answer because I know both of you gentlemen will know the answer.
Really? Will I?
Well, you should. Name the only Gold Miners defenseman to be named the NOJHL's best defenseman.
Okay. I got you.
567-CJKL is the number to call for a pair of tickets for either Friday or Saturday's game. Thanks, Mark.
Right on. Thanks, guys.
Have some fun Friday and Saturday night, and, of course, Sunday we'll all have a good time out at Kinross.
Terrific. See you there.
All right, and Greg will be back with Tabloid Trash in just a couple of moments' time. Give me a call now for those tickets. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts music for you here on Joan Jett's 58th birthday today.